You might be cooked, I might be cooked, but you know what? You're going to come to the realization that you were built different. Because if you're the type of person that doesn't want to work a normal job in this society, I don't know what the title of this video, all I can say is that I want to talk about how money can buy you freedom. And I'm not saying that money is the thing you need to chase to buy materialistic Lamborghinis and the massive houses. Like, that is cool, it's a bonus. But I'm saying, like, just to make enough money through your business to have normal freedom, to not have to slave away a normal 9 to 5 job. Because a lot of people in this video are gonna hate and they're gonna say, I like my 9 to 5 job. Cool. If you like it, cool. I care less. I really care less. Get off the video if you want to get off the video. All right? But for the people that are serious about changing their lives and they know it feels like hell and they feel like they don't want to slave anymore for a paycheck and they want to have that freedom to not have to work a job, you have to take your life more seriously and you have to mature up, and you'll start maturing once you hit 18 or 19 or 20. You start to remember, damn, I really should have really locked in earlier, because the older you get, the more you're going to start realizing that. And that's actually a threat. It's not good to do that. You need to start now. Starting when you don't feel like starting is actually the best truth to the reality, because the times that you feel like you shouldn't start are the times you need to start, because when the time comes up, you're going to be like, damn, I'm glad I started. Because if you don't start, you're going to regret it, and you're going to be like, damn, now I have to work the job. Because in society that we live in, you're going to go to school for 12 years. After you go for 12 years being absolutely programmed and brainwashed since a little baby, you're going to go to college. Why? So that you can get a job. What are you going to do after you get a job? What do you think you're going to do? What do you absolutely think you're going to do after you get a job? Get a little paycheck just to pay off your bills, just to pay off that debt that you've stacked up, and you're going to slave till you're 75? The reason I use the term slave is because you're making just enough money just to pay off the bills that you have to survive. You're paying just enough to survive. You're working just to survive. The only way you're not is if you chase the ladder, if you chase the society's job ladder to the 250K salary cap mark to become an engineer, a doctor, or a lawyer. Yeah, then you might get that little fancy little car that you want to show off to your friends. That's another problem, is consumerism. The art of showing off and flexing. All this stuff is programming to make you just a slave to the system and be trapped. And if you want to get true freedom, you need to be with God. You need to make a relationship with God. You need to find who you really truly are. Because I know in my heart, deep down, I was never built for a normal job. I was never built for slaving for a paycheck. I was built for freedom. I was built for a purpose. And I hope you are as well. And if you're like me, great. If you were never good in school, great. If you're never good in college, great. That's a sign that you're going to have freedom in your life if you take your life seriously. But if you're younger than 20 years old, now is the perfect time to start doing something. You have so much time. If you're you actually have no time. But I'm saying, like, you have more time than the people that are in their 30s. If you just start the damn business, if you start the damn craft, build your craft up brick by brick and get that freedom. Brick by brick. Every single day. Because you know what? Once you stop caring about what people think about you, once you start doing what your heart says, you'll succeed. You will succeed. But if you don't trust your heart, if you don't go for that freedom, if you don't just put in your purpose and all your full might, you're never going to get that freedom. And you're going to have to work that job that you absolutely hate. Because I'm going to come to the realization that no matter if I make $30,000 a year on my business or $50,000 a year, I'll literally, if I have to live in a van just to survive, to not have to work a job and do content creation, I'll do it. I'll do it. You know why I'll do it? Because it's not about just the money. It's not about it. It's not about just the money. It's about the freedom of not having to work a job that you absolutely hate. It's the freedom. Because why would I want to work something that I absolutely have no purpose in, that I hate? Just like school, I hate it, right? I was always built for entrepreneurship. I was always built for working for myself, being self-employed, having my own hours, making my own money, right? So materialistic stuff's cool and all, but the freedom is what actually drives me to do business, to not have to work that job that I actually hate. That's the biggest purpose, is the reason that I'm doing all this is to not have to work that job I hate in the future. So that I have enough money coming in to not, because society, this is how society works. All they want is money. America just wants money. China wants money. All these places, mostly USA, wants money. The United States just prints out money, and they do all this stupid stuff like these sites online, and you got a bunch of dopamine food restaurants, junk foods. They overprice stuff, and it's all just a system to keep you poor so that you have to work a job to pay off your bills, because they're going to start charging you bills, and the only way to pay them off is working a job that you hate. But the problem is most people don't have money to pay for those bills, and when they go to college, they have to open a loan. If they open a loan, they're setting themselves up for a massive debt decision, and then they have all this fancy fat ass debt, on their selves, and now they have to pay it back, and till they're 75, they're gonna be working till the day they die, trying to pay off that debt. And like I said, you might be that lucky one. You might be that lucky one, my friend, that climbs the society's ladder and hits that 250K salary, right? You might be that person with the engineer job or whatever, but even after 8 years of college or 6 years of a master's degree and hoping to get that 250K job, you're still going to party, you're still going to drink, you're still going to show off your little fancy car that you spent, and you're still going to be broke. So, and depressed too, if you don't like what you do. So, remember, it's not about just the money, it's about the freedom, it's about doing what you love to do. So all I want to say on this video is I'm going to show up every day, post every day, be consistent every day, because I'm building a brick by brick personal brand to make myself have freedom. And I'm going to figure out how to monetize this. I'm going to coach people how to get out of this system. That's a good idea. That's a great idea. So in my description, I'm going to have a digital product, and I'm going to basically, in my Discord, sell something for like $50 a month, where it's a mentorship, and I charge people $50 a month. I teach them how to build a business from scratch, like selling items, working for themselves. And this is, like I said, only for the people that actually want to have the freedom to not have to work a job that they hate. Because remember, it's not just about the materialistic stuff, it's about the freedom that you get for not having to work something you hate, doing something that you actually kind of enjoy doing, right? So, it's better to be, I guess, chill with a ton of anxiety than have just depression 0-1, diabetes, and feel like you're in hell. So, yeah. Like, I'd rather feel chill and sad a lot of the times and still be struggling all the time in this society, this horrible society, than have a horrible hell chamber of pain stuck to my butthole. Like, I'm just saying it, bro. So, I'm just gonna have to keep posting, man. And I pray to God that something works, because society is cooked. We're all cooked, unless if you take action today. So, yeah, that's all I have to say. Discord's in the description. I'm gonna charge people $50 a month later on. I'm probably gonna do it soon, actually, but yeah. Gotta make that digital product very soon. I'll think about it. I'll start thinking about my digital products, but yeah. We're just going to keep growing this personal brand brick by brick so that we can get freedom. And in 2 years from now, when I'm 20, we're going to have millions of followers. So, yeah. For the good of it, to help other people get out of these problems. Only for the people that want to have freedom for their own selves. Yeah, peace.